Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I'd like for you to do is to pause the video and see which deck is resonating with you. And we will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. All right. So we have the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles overall energy, Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. So I feel that maybe you guys are feeling cozy or nestled with your life or your situation. I feel that something's going on where you are like, okay, now I can breathe. Now I can relax. Now I can focus on something else. I feel like maybe there is something that has settled in your life that is now giving you a little more freedom. Maybe you just got paid. Maybe you're able to go on some sort of vacation. Maybe you just purchased a home. Maybe something has been made official in a relationship. Maybe there's not necessarily a proposal, but it's just official. Like maybe this person changed their status on social media. Or maybe you just met this person's family, like you just got introduced, and it just made you feel like solidified. You also may have received some sort of payout or inheritance settlement. I just feel that now that something has been completed, you're like, okay, what's next? I feel like you are going to be sleeping very peacefully if you've been dealing with any type of anxiety or worry. I feel that you're also having premonitions, though. Feels like you're still having some sort of premonition, or spirit wants to warn you of something. Now, another thing I'm getting is that like your life is peaceful, but you're still like preparing for something. There's something else that's getting ready to happen, and you need to be mentally prepared, or you need to be rested up. Now, something does look like getting rest before going out to fight. Now, if this is something physical, maybe you've been doing like some sort of exercising and, you're just taking some sort of break. Or maybe somebody is literally getting ready to fight. I don't know. It also seems like maybe this can be about protesting or a fight at work, or just dealing with some sort of competitive energies. I feel like you are getting prepared for something. I feel that you are able to defeat, though, like any enemies that are coming towards you, any obstacles. I feel like you're going to defeat that. I feel like you're also fighting to maintain your peace once you have it. So I don't know what's going on where, like I said, some things may have transpired in your life where now you get to just kind of like relax and breathe. And if anybody threatens that, your peace, I feel like you're like, nope, like I just earned this, like, get away, like, because this is my peace, this is my time. I don't have time for you, bother me. So whatever's going on, I kind of feel like, you know, you are ready to fight to sustain the peace that you're having in your life. And it looks like even if someone is trying to bother you or push your buttons, you are going into some form of meditation. I feel like you're ignoring someone's efforts. You're like, I'm not gonna let that get to me. And I just feel like you completely zone out and you turn everything off. Maybe you're putting your phone on silent. Maybe you're not answering your door. You're not responding to notifications. I feel like you are just like practicing peace right now. Um, you also could be exhausted from getting a lot of attention at some point. It just seems that now that you have what you want, like you don't have to worry about anything and you're not concerned with anything else at this time. Creatively, you might be very passionate about something. You also may have created something. Um, Maybe it was music, maybe it was a story, maybe you sold something that you created, and it's kind of like, okay, I sold that piece, I sold that song, now I'm gonna, you know, make something new. I'll wait for more inspiration to come. So I feel like you could be getting paid for your creativity as well. Like you have all these new ideas. And I feel too like you have an edge over other people if this is about being creative. I feel like other people aren't able to keep up with the things that you create. I feel like you stand out. You have your own voice, or you're just too much of an individual for people. And it's like, it's really no competition. I feel too like maybe the only person you do compete with is yourself. I feel like you are just wanting to be very zen at the moment. It's possible too that you are at a spiritual retreat or going to one. Or maybe you're the founder of a spiritual retreat. I feel that somebody is also taking a break from caffeine. Seems like you're doing everything that you can do to stay calm. If you've been having a lot of high tension or high blood pressure, I feel that you have to, like, you know, just start counting backwards or whatever and go back to some sort of zen state of mind. Um, Romantically, you might be thinking about like your relationship. I kind of feel like if you are happy with the person that you met or that you're with, you're not interested in anybody else anymore. Maybe initially you were talking to other people, but I feel like you're like, I'm good with this person. This also has not happened yet. Like especially if you're looking to meet someone, I feel like you're gonna find somebody who makes everybody else boring, and you're like, like I found my person. I'm just gonna stick with them. Um, I feel too like somebody might make an offer to you. Maybe it's some sort of financial opportunity or a job or something. And it's like you've got it. Like the job is yours or whatever this is yours. But it's still kind of like they're waiting for you to give an answer. Um, I don't know what the rush is, though. I almost feel that something is yours, but you're still kind of like being pressed about, like, so you are going to take the job, right? We really want you here. You know, we just want to confirm. We just want to know, can we send over the documents for you to sign? Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like maybe you're being pressed a little bit, but you're like, I got it. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'll sign the papers when I sign the papers. Like, I feel like you are, everything is like on your time. Um, it could be coming off as a diva to some people as well. I feel too like somebody won a bet. So I don't know if, you know, you placed a bet with somebody, but I kind of feel like maybe you won a bet. I don't know. That just kind of like came out of nowhere, like somebody won a bet. It's possible that somebody is, it's possible somebody's waiting to hear from you or wants to know what you thought. What did you think? And whatever this is, it seems like you're just taking your time responding back to whatever it is. I feel that an earth sign is waiting to hear from you or vice versa. Someone is just very free-spirited and kind of like, time? What is time? Like, just relax. And somebody might be like, but I gotta go to work. Like, you're like, it'll be there. Like, somebody is like so chill that you're like, okay, I live in this reality, you know, and in my reality, I gotta be at work. So I don't know who this, it could be you that's just being this way, or you are dealing with somebody who's just very zen. I kind of feel like you're the one that is being advised to just relax and not worry so much about things. Like, stop and smell the roses. I don't know too why I'm getting something about defending somebody, something in regards to rumors. So I don't know if you are speaking in defense of somebody, if you heard that like they're talking about your friend in front of you and you're like, I know them and you know that's not true. I kind of feel like you might be speaking in somebody's defense or vice versa. Somebody is speaking in your defense. Um, Another thing I'm getting romantically is somebody that is just like pursuing you, but through thought. Like they've already mentally claimed you. Um, or maybe someone isn't actively pursuing you. Maybe someone isn't actively pursuing you because in their mind they already have you, so they're just not making a big issue out of it. Yeah. There may be someone who visits you in dreams. On a grander scale, I'm getting something about something in the media being a distraction or an illusion. Either a war is a distraction or an illusion, or the things that are happening in entertainment are a distraction from the war. I feel that something is saying question everything before you react. I remember, I think I first heard this from Ashira, and Ashira Star Goddess, and she really made me like be like, This was some years ago, where she was talking about how they feed off of your energy. Like certain news stories are shown to feed off of that initial spirit, that like that reaction, that anger, or that excitement, or that more so like the sad energies, though, like the getting angry about something, or just seeing something that's so sad and just like playing on your heartstrings that makes you extremely emotional. And I always think about that. I felt like that anyway, but she like really expressed it, what I was already thinking. I was like, okay. And that made a lot of sense. It's just something that I still practice to this day. Like, even if you see something just like so troubling on the news, it's like before you react, like wait, breathe, like, because that is a way that they like collect energy, like that movie Monsters, and I've talked about that before too. So yeah, basically I'm just saying, watch how you react to certain things. Think before you react. I almost feel too like you're being tested. Something is kind of like an exercise. Something does kind of make me think of like, I guess like training in the military. I don't even know if this is a real thing, but I'm just thinking like about a movie scene where it's like you're being yelled at, or like back in the 60s when they were doing like the protest, and they were practicing staying calm while like all the races were like yelling at them and trying to push them out of their chairs and stuff like that, and they had to practice like staying calm. I almost feel like something similar is happening, like you're being yelled at, or someone is like really provoking you, and you're just like inhaling and practicing staying calm. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like maybe that's what you're needing to do. Maybe you're in, if you're not in a good relationship, it's possible that maybe you're being tested. Maybe someone is trying to ignite some sort of fight or something. And you just have to like stay calm and let them say hurtful things or whatever the case. Hopefully it's not a relationship, but I mean, it could be. But I'm just really feeling like something is a test. don't know, somebody might be testing your boundaries to see how you act. I mean, I don't know why someone would go out of their way to do this, but I don't know. I kind of feel like somebody wants to see how you react under pressure. Something is like a drill. All right. Let's see what messages there are for those of you that picked deck number 2. Wait, do I have time? Hold on. Yeah, I guess I had time. All right. So you have the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, 9 of Pentacles. You have 10 of Wands, overall energy, renewal, Knight of Swords, and 2 of Wands. All right. So I'm feeling like there is something that may be inspiring you or awakening something within you that has been dormant or asleep. I kind of feel that Spirit is urging you to go towards something that you put on the back burner. It might have been a passion project, or for you to follow your dreams. I kind of feel like it's saying the time is now. I feel that you should look at where Pluto is in your birth chart and where Pluto is currently transiting. That may be where there's going to be some sort of profound changes in your life. So if you have Pluto in your second house, maybe there's going to be some sort, or transiting your second house, maybe there's going to be some sort of profound changes with your savings and your finances or your speaking voice. If you have Pluto transiting your 7th house, maybe there's going to be something very transformative in regards to relationships. So you get it. Like, just check and see where Pluto is at in your chart. And I feel like there is something about that area of your life that may be reawakened, reimagined, or transformed. Now, maybe too, just because it's on the card, but I don't know if there are any ties to Switzerland for you. I don't know if you have family there, if you have, if you've been wanting to travel there, if you're going to get a job there. But I feel like maybe there's something about Switzerland that may be significant, especially if you had any type of past situation dealing with Switzerland. I feel that you also might have some sort of opportunity to travel. It could be that you're going to get to go somewhere that you've always wanted to go, or something is made possible for you to travel. There's also the possibility of you moving. If you don't physically travel, then maybe this is about astral traveling. Maybe you're going to have an opportunity to experience some sort of profound dream where you're like, oh my God, like I'm awake. I told y'all about my little, my lucid dream that time. That was the best feeling in the world. Like, just becoming aware and controlling things. Like, I made like a flower grow out of the desert. That was like the most amazing feeling, to have like your thoughts and then think it, because that's literally, I was just like, I want to see a flower grow like right now. And it just like bloomed, and I was like, oh my God, this is mind blowing. Like, the things that I was just able to control with my thoughts in that state of mind. And I was just being aware that I was, it was like, oh my God, Namat, you're like aware, you're take control, do something. So that was like super cool. So it's possible that you could have some sort of lucid experience or able to astral travel at will or by command. Now, another thing I'm seeing is that you are needing to be prepared. You need to be strong. Maybe, Spirit has already prepared you for the future. Something is getting ready to happen. I feel that you have thick skin. I feel that you have courage. I feel that you're just like stronger, maybe mentally, physically, spiritually, you can handle something. So for whatever reason, I feel like you're needing to be strong. And it could be just to like handle like criticism. Maybe initially you weren't ready for a certain type of career because it would come with a lot of criticism. But I kind of feel like, okay, well now you're ready. Like you've been through some things and you can defend yourself. You can handle people talking against you. You're not going to back down. So I don't know. I just kind of feel that your strength is going to be put to the test. Something's going on where you are also going to like self-reflect. Something may cause you to go within. And not only that, but I feel that the light you put out is for others that are looking for truth, or other people who are looking for people that can relate to them. So people are going to find you. I feel like your soul group is looking for you, and you're going to start connecting with people who you identify with spiritually. I feel like you're also going to be doing some sort of studying or researching. I feel like this is about either astrology or astronomy. I feel like you want to have an understanding about how the universe works or how the skies operate. Like, it's something that I feel like you need to know. You need to understand for yourself. You want to understand how something relates to your path. Something you learned during your spiritual path, if you had like a spiritual awakening, I feel like you're going to be revisited by something. Something that happened in the past is coming back. It doesn't necessarily mean a person. It just may be like an opportunity or something. But in regards to any love matters, you could be dealing with an air sign, Cancer, Virgo, or Leo. I feel that you also are feeling admired or appreciated. I feel that you're being respected. You also might see your own value or self-worth. You could be enjoying a lot of time alone. Maybe you come off like a loner. If you're having a hard time attracting certain people, I feel that it's because, a lot of people respect you. And if someone is not serious, I feel like they're not going to approach you because they see the type of person that you are. And I feel like people respect you too much to waste your time. So if you have had a hard time finding someone, I feel like it's mainly because you come off as someone who is just like too respected. And not that that's a bad thing. It's just that people are like, they're going to read right through me. I know they don't have time for games. I don't even want to waste their time if I can't match that energy. So, yeah. Financially, I feel that you're going to be more independent. You're going to feel more at ease. You also could be trying to go on an independent route if you already work for a company. If you're already an entrepreneur, it still seems like you're getting back to some old idea that you had, and you're developing it. Maybe you're doing some sort of research on how to get something off the ground. You might find yourself being very busy. Just make sure that you're not taking on more than you can handle. You might have a tendency to do that unintentionally because you're so passionate about what you do and you don't want other people to mess it up. So you might have a tendency to just like do everything yourself. I'm kind of like that with like dinner and stuff. Like it's crazy because it's like I'm like, why am I the only one that cooks dinner? And it's just like, duh, because nobody else knows how to cook, right? So it's just like, it's like I do everything myself, but I feel kind of bad because there have been times where like my daughter like wanted to help, and it's just like, I would give her like the bare minimum to do because it's like, no, I want to do this part. Like I'm that type of person that's just like, no, I need to do it. So it's a flaw, but yeah. You might have a tendency of wanting to take on so much because you just don't trust other people with handling certain tasks. And especially too if you are an entrepreneur and it's just like you're trying to do like everything instead of assigning different jobs to other people. Yeah, so you might find yourself very busy, but at the same time maybe doing a little bit too much. I feel like somebody might be getting ready to move. Either that or somebody's trying to move in with you, or yeah. If you're trying to go on vacation, it seems like maybe you're stressed out about it, trying to overpack. For whatever reason, I feel that you are being put in a spotlight. Like people are turning to you or looking at you for some reason, but it doesn't seem negative. It just seems like people are looking in your direction. It could be career related or, romantic. You also might come off as the type of person who just doesn't need any help. Like even like maybe you're like, how come nobody opened a door for me, or how come nobody is offering to help? And it may be because you just come off as somebody who doesn't want anybody to help, or it just looks like you want to do things like that on your own. But I say, always open a door for a lady, please. Although I am guilty of like feeling like I need to hurry up and get, like, I'm out the car first or I'm at the door first, so I'm opening it first. I'm not going to wait. Like, why should I wait? I'm already at the door. Like, stuff like that. So maybe you do come off a little independent. So I do feel that somebody is wanting to treat you like a queen. I feel like somebody is wanting to spoil you. I feel like two people are traveling together. Now, there could be a situation coming up where you have a business trip and there's a strong possibility that business could be mixed with pleasure. Also feels like you could be involved with someone who travels for a living, especially if they are a truck driver. Somebody may be wanting closure with you. So I feel like this person may be reaching out to you. Maybe they're calling you or visiting. And then going back to the strength situation, I feel that somebody did not have the courage in the past, or the strength to approach you, but now this person's ready. I feel like somebody has matured. Definitely seems like somebody has been wanting to reconnect or reconcile with you. And this person maybe has been observing you from a distance. Somebody might literally live at a distance. This still does not have to be something romantic. It might be a friend that you fell out with that wants to reconnect with you, or a family member. But I feel like somebody is on the way. They want to approach you. You do come off a little intimidating. Somebody might think that they're going to be shut down. I don't think they are, though. I don't think you're going to shut this person down. Or if you're the one thinking about reaching out to somebody, I don't think you're going to be shut down. I think it's going to be kind of like an open arm, like, what have you been up to? Like, no, I'm not mad anymore. Or no, I forgot about that. Like, what's been going on? Like, I just feel like enough time has passed between two people that they're just in a different headspace. They're more, both of you are more mature now. So this is probably not some super narcissist that you don't want to talk to anymore. I think this is somebody else. And if you can't think of who it is, you probably just can't think of who it is. I don't think it's somebody that you can't stand. I don't think. I feel like you're also going to try something that you never tried. You might be in like a you only live once type of mode. I feel that somebody you have not heard from in a long time. This person's been very quiet. Maybe you even thought somebody was dead. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like you're going to hear from this person. Or maybe this person's reaching out to you. Even if only through a dream. But I really feel like they're coming forward in a physical. In regards to following your dreams, I just feel like there is something that you're researching. You're like, I want to live my dream. I want to do this. This is my dream job. I want to chase it. I want to pursue it. So I just kind of feel like you're going after your dreams regardless of what people have to say. If they think you're foolish, I just feel like you're going to go for it. Like I said, I feel like somebody's like YOLO. I feel like some of you are also getting your health back in order, or you're learning how to discipline yourself. I do feel like you're going to be faced with some kind of temptation, but I feel that you're ready for it, or you can handle it. Like maybe initially you wouldn't have been able to put yourself in a certain type of situation, but now you feel strong enough to do that. I also feel that maybe somebody has been in lust with you. But I also feel like their desires are maturing. For the most part, though, I feel like this is about you being disciplined about something. You're going to be put to the test, but I feel like you're going to handle yourself with grace. I feel like you've healed. You also may have overcome depression. I feel like you're able to recognize a liar, or you're able to recognize, any person or situation that isn't healthy for you. I don't know if you are frustrated with yourself about something. I don't know. In a sense, I feel like you're blaming yourself for something. It also could be something like you are blaming yourself for somebody not taking your advice, but at the same time, it's like it's not your fault if you said what you needed to say, but this person didn't take your advice. You also might feel like you wasted something. You're like, oh, I dropped it all, or I tried to do this all on my own and I shouldn't have done that. Now, spiritually, something does seem like you are feeling the burden or the weight of a spirit. So I feel like there may be some sort of spirit around you, and you can feel their energy. In fact, you might think something's wrong with you, but it might be more related to an energy or a spirit that's around you. Even if something is manifesting as a physical ailment, you might be a physical psychic, or a physical empath, rather, and kind of develop these phantom disorders. And then it's like you go to the doctor and they're like, there's nothing wrong. And you're like, but then why is this happening? Or why is this swelling? Or why is this, burning? Like something's going on where you're feeling or experience that physical thing, but it's like it's nothing there. It's nothing happening. So again, I feel like maybe there's a need for you to cleanse your home, because I just really feel like there is something, and maybe something is refusing to leave too. I kind of feel like you guys have like a pesky spirit in the home that won't leave, or it won't come back no matter what you do. And it is coming off like a haunting, or like one of those stories where it's just like they want you to leave. So I don't know. Is either learning how to coexist, or maybe it is having to leave. Now, and going, because I'm picking up something about spirits and ghosts, you may have unintentionally awakened something or disturbed some spirit, and that may be why you're getting some sort of disturbance. It also could be knocking things down because it's angry or being petty. I would look into the history of where you live, whether it's an apartment or a house. I would look into the history of it as much as you can get into. All right, so hopefully these... Oh, I'm not finished, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm about to take a break, but you all won't know. But I'll be right back with deck number 3. All right, so we are back with deck number 3. We have the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, Death, High Priestess. We have Queen of Swords, overall energy, the Fool, 8 of Swords, and Justice. All right, so I kind of feel like maybe you are feeling on the edge. Maybe you feel bound by a karmic agreement, or just bound by something that you feel is unfair, maybe like life itself. And there is just this feeling like, you're on the edge, you're on a brink of something. I feel like you're wanting to just like start completely over, walk away from something, let something go. Maybe too, you were under some sort of contract or an agreement, and you just kind of feel like you don't want this contract anymore. I just feel like you are at your wit's end. And so I feel like you're going to let something go. Something has been too stressful. I feel like maybe you are just kind of tired of some sort of mental anguish, and you're just ready for something to be over. So you might decide that you're just going to leave. Whatever this situation is likely a job or a relationship, or anything that you're bound to by contract legally. I just feel like you just want to let something go. I don't know if you have been dealing with some sort of court issues and you're just sick of it and you're just like, I don't want to fight anymore, or let the court have it, or whatever the case. It just seems like you quit. I do feel that you are dealing with a lot of stress, and there could be something that is, well, these things could be happening because it's just time for you to change, and then you might be fighting against change, but I feel like things are becoming more and more difficult in order to get you to move forward or on another path. And then is following up with, death. So it does seem like you have to let something go, or you're being forced to undergo some sort of changes that you don't want to deal with. Something could be physical as well. Maybe you're having to give something up. Seems like maybe you're having to find yourself. It just seems like you have to start from ground zero, and there's a lot of eye covering. So I feel like part of this is about you either feeling ashamed, like maybe you feel like a failure in a sense. You're like, I'm so ashamed, or I failed. Kind of beating yourself up about something. I also feel that maybe this is you're doing something in a sense with blind faith, like you don't know what's getting ready to happen, but you are just trying to accept your fate. Now, there could also be something going on in regards to an Aquarius, Libra, or Scorpio. Something seems like going into hiding, or like, I don't know, underground, or just like being in this dark space. I feel that something is part of your spiritual growth. Like you're being given some sort of gift. I don't know if you like this gift. You might have some sort of psychic ability that you don't want, especially mediumship, if you're able to hear or channel the dead. Maybe you just keep having premonitions about death and destruction. It just seems that you are going through a period of darkness and you don't know what to do. You can't really see your way out of it. I feel like you're not getting any information that is helping you make a decision. So it's kind of like you have no choice but to just like do things and not really know, what's going to happen. You're like, I can't figure out what's going to happen. So I just need to do this, or I just need to do that. And I just feel like being in the dark is like stressing you out. I feel like you're needing to be patient, but it just seems like you're running out of patience. Also could be dealing with a Gemini too. Kind of feels like you could be upset about something as well. I don't know if some sort of oath is being broken. I don't know if somebody's breaking their promise or breaking the oath. Either way, I guess it's like a broken agreement. It's like, I don't want this. I feel that you are relinquishing something. You're like, I don't want this anymore. I feel like you are needing clarity about something. Your boundaries are being pushed. I don't know. I just feel like you're being pushed over the edge. There could be somebody getting kicked out the house, or maybe you are leaving the house or leaving a family or a situation. I'm also feeling like an ex wants to come back, though. I feel like somebody is broken up or they're going through a breakup and they're trying to come back to you. They're trying to find you. There is somebody who feels like you guys shouldn't have never broken up. I feel like somebody also maybe broke your trust. I do feel like something is a spiritual attack. I feel like there is some sort of a spiritual attack. You might feel like you're under spiritual attack, but not necessarily by, witchcraft or anything. Just like a bunch of negative things happening. Since I believe in astrology, I feel like it has something to do with your chart and the things that are happening in your chart right now versus the current transits. It's like something that's going on that maybe is like a harsh transit. It's forcing you to undergo difficulties, difficult changes. I mean, it's all for spiritual growth or character growth, but it's hard. It's still difficult. There's also a possibility that someone is dealing with some sort of health issues. Your body could be trying to get your attention in some way to tell you, like, hey, check this out. Like, this isn't working, or there's a deficiency here. So there is also a possibility that you're receiving some sort of pain signals from your body trying to get you to do something. So if you have been feeling like there's any health issues going on, make sure that you visit the doctor when you get the chance. Especially if you've really already been feeling like you think something's off. Just make sure you get checked out. I kind of feel too like somebody is refusing your help. Like maybe you're trying to help somebody and they're not listening. Somebody could be in danger, or yeah, something's going on where maybe somebody is not listening or ignoring some sort of pain that they're dealing with. And in regards to the trust issues, yeah, I feel that you don't trust somebody. I don't know if somebody is trying to come back into your life that you just don't trust. Maybe you feel like somebody is being fake with them being nice to you, or you feel like they just have an ulterior motive. Yeah, I feel like you're suspicious of somebody from the past, especially if somebody ghosted you and then they're popping back up. You're like, you ghosted me. Like, why are you popping back up? So I feel like you don't trust this person. Could be either a Scorpio or an earth sign, maybe an air sign too. But yeah, I feel like you don't trust them. From a metaphysical standpoint, I just, like I said, I feel like there is a spirit around you. There may be a spirit that is like trying to get your attention or interact with you in some way. Maybe they're aware of your ability or your gift, and you're like, I don't want to talk to the spirit, or I don't want to interact with this spirit. I feel like there is something hidden from you, or something is blocking you. Like maybe you're feeling blocked, like you can't seem to do something. There also could be some sort of block in regards to your finances. It seems like you're trying to heal a situation or recoup. You're trying to fix something, but it just seems like it's not working. I kind of feel too like somebody is using money oils or doing money magic and it's just not working. And maybe there's this question of like, why isn't this working? I'm getting something too about stolen work or stolen ideas, or you are trying to keep something that you're working on a secret, for fear of it being stolen. If somebody is lying to you or cheating on you, I feel like it's going to be revealed to you in a dream. I feel like you're determined to break what you perceive to be a curse. It's something that you're trying to do. I do feel like you're going to break it too. I feel like there's something that you need to do in order to break this curse. I mean, it really depends on what your situation is. But I kind of feel like you need to let somebody or something go. You need to let go of something that you're holding on to. I feel like maybe it's almost like the holder of it is like cursed. So if it's some sort of object and maybe you have an idea of what this object is, maybe you need to release it or give it back. Or if you're dealing with somebody, it's possible that you are feeling more so the wrath of their ex. So it's not like really a curse against you, but because this person is carrying some sort of curse, you are feeling the results of it. You're just like, why stuff keep happening to me? Because their ex is doing stuff to them to keep them from having a relationship or happiness, or, you know, so it may not be something that is directly at you, but it's at somebody that you're dealing with. I feel like you need to throw something out or get rid of it. I don't know what this is. And I don't want to cause like a frenzy. I really feel like you have to use discernment in figuring out exactly what this means for you. I'm just trying to give you like certain ideas of what maybe it could be. Let's say you're like, I can't quit my job. Maybe you can get your, can you change where you sit? Like, depending on what you do for a living, can you change your desk? If you work in a place where it's a bunch of cubicles, can you go to a different cubicle? So I kind of feel like there is something that you need to release or let go of. I feel that you're going to figure this out, even if it's unintentional. It's like one day you're just going to realize that things are better. And you're like, oh, and you might like go back and connect the pieces and be like, that's what it was. Yeah. It also could be that you inserting yourself in someone else's situation or trying to help them. By doing that, you're taking on their karma because they're a part of your life now. So they're activating something in your birth chart that is triggering something that is karmic. See if anybody has planets that is falling into your 6th or 7th house. Again, you have to kind of make adjustments depending on what this situation is exactly. Maybe it's a matter of, you know, praying for somebody, or acknowledging something that could cease, put something to rest, just simply by you acknowledging the issue. Yeah. So hopefully, you know, this helps and that you guys are able to figure this out. But yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.